I wasn't sure if your name was like Lame or Rory, but I, d-
Yeah, so yeah, lame heart means jump around in Irish.
I got Lame. Okay, cool. Right.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, but a lot of people do email back lame, and then some people will meet me on a night out, and then like we'll have each other on Instagram because
Yeah.
that's my handle. They will then meet me the second time and think it's either lame or Liam. I get Liam a lot.
Liam was my like second guess, but I was like, there's an accent in there.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But even with this, it's the Irish way, so still people get it wrong. So
Oh,
it's
really?
it's a
Okay.
minefield. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's Rory.
Yes, you
Lovely to
got it
meet you, Rory.
perfect first time. You too, Fred. That's a good cold open, actually.
Hmm?
Anyways, Fred
Yeah.
Roberts, welcome to Lameheart. Love to have you on. Congrats for your first song. It's out in the
Yeah,
world.
it is. Yeah, thank you for having me. This is like the first uh podcast Zoom interview thing. So yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, just excited for Runaway to be out in the world as well. It's like, yeah, big moment.
Well, glad to be the first podcast and I'm supposed to be talking to you all about it because you've been active. You've been posting a lot of covers in lockdown, but all the while you were cooking up new music for us to listen to. The first of which is out now. Runaway. It's soaring. It's energetic. What's it like to like finally have a song out? Because I suppose you probably have a few songs. You have to pick one, and then you're building up to it, and then you announce it, and you're finally there now.
Yeah, no, it's weird because I mean, yeah, I just like I started writing in lockdown, so I was posting covers. I was yeah, just trying to be as active as possible, like not wasting the time away. Like I spent the first few months like on Xbox and stuff, and yeah, I was like music, like writing, but obviously I couldn't show anyone the stuff. I was kind of working behind the scenes and doing covers, and yeah, it's just really nice to when you meet someone and they ask like what you do and it's like oh I'm a singer and they're like is it on Spotify and they're like I'm like no but it will be like one day and now it is it's just like yeah it's I feel like it's the beginning of the next chapter which is really nice and it's just like I wrote that song nearly 2 years ago so it's just yeah I mean it was worth waiting that time and developing the sound and everything but yeah it's just a relief and excitement that it's finally out in the world.
I'd imagine you can go back to all those people now who asked you, is it on Spotify? And be like, yes, here it is
Yes.
to show.
It's a yeah, direct link on my phone. Like here it is. Yeah, but yeah, no, it is exciting.
Yeah, it's really energetic. There's great drums, great
Thank
guitar.
you.
And you said it's about someone you used to know, letting go of resentment. It's growing up, it's maturing. Um, what made you want to tell the story?
Yeah, I mean, so I think Runaway is like I think I've got a collection of songs that I've written and will be coming out soon, and Runaway is kind of like the end of the growing up period and going through. I mean, like everyone goes through, you know, a difficult time at some points and everything. And Runaway is like yeah, the culmination of the other side almost. It's like the light at the end of the tunnel, and I kind of just wanted to share it because a lot of my other songs are a bit they're a bit like the sadder topics and there's yeah it's not as uplifting and I think it was the first song that I wrote with my producer and a few other writers and we went that's the song um and yeah I think just from then I've kind of like backtracked and tried to recount my like experience as a teenager and growing up and yeah just navigating that world but I felt like it was important to start with optimism and you know because I mean the music I listened to when I was a teenager that sort of music like helped me through a lot of difficult times and I think if Runaway can do that for anyone then yeah that's very special.
With such a big chorus, have you screamed it in a car yet?
Yes, yeah, oh multiple times I mean I don't know how many times I listened to Runaway on like the private SoundCloud link like when it was but yeah, it's like a perfect like windows down. I feel like everyone on TikTok's like, I've written the perfect song for the summer. I haven't done that video yet, but yeah, it's just like windows down. Just yeah, it's a big screamer. The chorus definitely.
And very impressed by the team you worked with. Obviously, Anthony Rossamondo has an Oscar for Shallow,
He
which
does.
is
I don't know how
amazing.
that happened. Not the Oscar. How I worked with him. But I haven't got the Oscar. No, yeah,
Have you seen it yet?
the film.
The Oscar
No, I
or the
haven't.
film?
No, I haven't seen the Oscar. No, no, I haven't. Yeah, I'm actually working them next week, so maybe he'll bring it along. But yeah, I think he probably keeps it like hidden away.
And you've worked a lot too with Andrew Wells, who's on the new Ellie Goulding, Mimi Webb albums, Jake Bugg, Celine Dion, Halsey is just a short selection of what I've seen. How was the process and suppose getting, was this your first time going into studio sessions with writers as opposed to where you're working alone in your room?
Yeah, no, definitely. So yeah, I started writing in lockdown, and I met Andrew through a writer who I met through a person at a label, and yeah, it was like a navigation of people that like kind of it all joined together. And I think that's yeah what's special about the connection. And I met Andrew, and I'd been working on Zoom with a guy called Adam over in the States, and just kind of like developing the sound and kind of doing the first demos and stuff. And then I met Andrew in London in 2021. And yeah, it was the first time I ever went to a studio was with him. It was at Metropolis. He like worked in the day and then like kept it on in the evening. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, it was like a big, I mean, obviously Metropolis is so like iconic. And I was like, well, what am I doing here? But yeah, it's been great. He's kind of, yeah, I'm very fortunate to have met him. He's like, so there's like an anchor, and the sound has been guided so much through him and us working together and just like finding out and developing it. And yeah, no, it's a very good partnership, I think. Yeah,
Definitely. With every great song, you need a video, which did come out. You premiered it. There's a lot happening in it. There's a car, which every pop video needs a car.
of course.
It's almost just like one of those little rules. You're being chased by a car. You're being lit by a red light, like an alarm in the back of your mind. Sometimes you're driving. So is there an element of running away from yourself here?
Yeah, so I mean, so the concept of the song and the concept of the video are like they run parallel, but we kind of wanted to offer a different perspective of like what the song could mean. And I think that's important with songwriting. Like you listen to the song and you interpret how you want to feel. And I think if the video was directly a copy of the lyric from the song, like it might have been a bit, yeah, I don't know. But the video is me realizing that you don't have to run away from all your problems and stuff. And I'm driving the car. And it's kind of like that twist of like, wait, is he running away from himself? Yeah, it's just like, and in the end, I like face off with myself, and it's this build up to realizing that you don't always have to push your problems aside, and it's about overcoming that step of almost like reckoning with yourself and looking at yourself in the mirror, and just like taking a moment and I don't know, knocking that wall down.
It must have torn your sleep cycle out of whack having to do that overnight shoot.
I mean, so yeah. So the last shot, interestingly though, is actually the first shot we did in the day. So that's how we got around it. We didn't have to wait up like the whole night and do the sunrise. But it was my first video shoot. It was a freezing cold day in January. I'd never I've performed like a bit in the past, but performing to camera and to like 15 people standing is like a completely different thing. And the first shot is me standing on top of the car, which they said you can't stand in the middle because you might go through the roof. So I'm standing on like, the beams on the edge. I'm like lip syncing, and I'm like, right, this is good. I was at that point, I was like, this whole day is going to go terribly. But yeah, and then it's into the night, freezing cold. I just got into it. I don't know. It was very fun.
Yeah, you could see your breath in some of the shots. So I was like, that must have been a cold shoot.
Yeah, I was like doing laps in order to like warm myself up because I couldn't wear a coat in the video. I was wearing skins underneath. I was wearing like two pairs of socks. I had hand warmers, but I couldn't be wearing like I had a massive North Face coat with me, and I kind of taken that on and off. But yeah, it was freezing, and everyone else was cold as well. Like I was the one that was getting to run away from a car. They were just standing there and filming, and
it definitely all paid off. It all paid off in the end for the video.
Thank you.
Runaway, first single. This is the first of a bunch of music. What is on the way, Fred Roberts?
What is on the way? I think, it's an exploration of like the different genres that I think make up the stuff that I'm listening to. I don't have ballads, but I have like guitar ballads. I mean, they're like slow guitar songs. I've got a bit more alternative rock pop. I think Runaway is a bit like I wouldn't say it's like straight down the center pop. It's like got that, I hope, like that rougher edge to it. But yeah, definitely like yeah, an exploration of different genres and lots more music. I'm sitting on a lot of music that I'm very proud of and excited to share. So yeah.
That's great. It's all on the way. Good luck with the single. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
coming on to Lame Heart, Fred.
No, thank you for having me. Yeah, brilliant.